Can you tell me what the No Kings is about? The No Kings protest?
It's just to stop Trump from acting like a king.
What has he done that he's been acting like a king?
A lot of executive authority, executive issues that he's been passing. Look, for instance, he transformed the secretary, or not the secretary, but the what is it? Sorry, cabinet level. What it was this Department of Defense? He switched to the Department of War. What do you need? What's the point of that? Why does he need to do that? Why does he need to?
Are they doing anything different after they turned it into the Department of War, or is it just a name?
I mean, it doesn't matter if it's just a name. The name is aggressive in itself, you know. So there are also, again, they're issuing policies that are, kind of aggressive, and I just don't agree with it.
The Department of War, you said he changed the name to it, and then that was
executive authority. He didn't even have Congress's support to do it.
Okay.
Didn't go through.
Is that something that you need to do?
I would think so. I do believe so. That because again, Congress has the authority to make things law in our country. I think he would have to at least consult with Congress, and I don't even think he did that.
What about the stuff with Gaza? Is that over? It's still going? I heard something happened.
Again, I guess they initiated a peace between the Israelis and the Gazans, but again, I don't think he had anything to do with it. I think it was either his cronies or his supporters. In his cabinet levels.
So his supporters had something to do with it, not him?
I'm guessing that, his secretary of, what is it? His
Secretary of Defense or something?
No, not his secretary.
State?
Secretary of State,
okay.
and that stuff.
So he had something to do with it, not Trump.
Right. I get to negotiate the pieces and stuff like that. But again,
is that a good thing though? Like from your perspective,
well,
that they should have peace?
Yes, of course, peace is always good. But again, at the end of the day, we would have to see if that peace is going to last. Again.
So wait. So just to clarify, is that a good thing that his administration did, or do you think it's not a good thing?
I think it's. Again, it was done. Well, I don't think it was just his administration. I think Benjamin Netanyahu had pressure against him, global leaders that were standing against him because, they thought that there was a genocide going on in the Gaza Strip. I think also Hamas has been totally destroyed by the Israelis. But again, a lot of people are dying out there, and peace was needed. But I think it was had to do with pressure on Benjamin Netanyahu than on President Trump.
Okay.
Pressure.
Okay.
Because you also had European leaders, global leaders, pressuring the Israeli government to start peace negotiations.
Yeah. Okay. So besides the changing the name to Department of War, you said he did a few other things that almost like is king-like, I guess?
Yeah, I would say so. Again, using ICE to, go after not just people who are undocumented, but also people who are American citizens who are just brown skin colored, and that's scary because I'm an American citizen.
Wait, they're going after people because of skin color?
Yeah, exactly. I think there was a federal judge was speaking to Trump administration lawyers saying that what ICE is doing is illegal because they're basing it on the skin color, not on your legal status. You don't see them going into areas where it's predominantly white neighborhoods or predominantly, you would consider American neighborhoods. You're seeing them go into cities.
Well, you said they're not going to American neighborhoods?
Right.
What is it?
I mean, predominantly, again, that would be like white neighborhoods and stuff like that.
Okay.
You're seeing them come here in San Bernardino, which has a large Hispanic population, whether you know if they're undocumented or not. There's no way you can prove that unless you look at them and their skin color or the language that they're speaking.
So do you think that that we have a problem with illegal immigrants being here right now, or it's not really a problem?
That I wouldn't say it that way. I think we had laws and that there was a tried negotiation in the Senate to kind of introduce new reforms to our immigration system.
Okay.
Senator Langford of
Wait,
Oklahoma.
reforms, what does that mean? Like,
Reforms is to, kind of look at what we have on the books to see if it needs to be changed. If the laws that were passed, 20, 30 years ago might not be working today, so we can change them. Again, Senator Langford introduced certain proposals that the Democrats were willing to support.
yeah.
And the Republican Party, supported by Trump, said no, and they shut that down. So how are we going to have comprehensive immigration reform, if, the Republicans won't even come to the table?
Yeah. So should we deport the illegals, or should we leave them here, or what should we do with them?
I think there should be first comprehensive immigration reform, a pathway towards citizenship.
Okay.
10 years ago when Mitt Romney was running against Barack Obama, Mitt Romney was made fun of, saying, hey, they should deport themselves. They laughed at that because
Obama deported a bunch of people, right? Like 2 million of them or something.
Right. Again, but what I'm trying to say is that the way Obama was doing it wasn't as aggressive as you're having Trump do it.
What was he doing? What was Obama doing that's different than Trump's
again,
doing?
I'm not too sure.
But he was doing something different.
I guess if you're able to get, deport 2 million people, but the way Donald Trump is doing it is abhorrent and, sickening. And I think it's border, if not racist.
And then, so do you think that we should have borders, or do you think we should get rid of them?
I think, again, every nation has borders. China has borders. The United States has borders.
So then we should have them.
Again, but this is the greatest country in the world because of our democracy. Again, because we had certain rights that are being eroded, and that's why people come here to look for better opportunities and look for a better life for themselves. That's why again, they're not fleeing to China, even though their economy is the second compared to the United States. But China doesn't offer the same types of freedoms and liberties.
Yeah,
and they still have borders, and they guard their borders.
Yeah. So would you say China should allow more immigrants into China, or?
It's not that it's if people want to go.
But like, let's say people wanted to go. What should do you
that
think
would be
China should
based
open
on their policy. That's based on their government policy.
I see.
But
borders, do you think overall are good, or?
Well, you're asking a lot of questions. I think I should have the right to ask a question of you.
Oh yeah, sure.
So who are you with?
Yeah.
So nobody.
You're just filming.
Yeah. I just saw this and
on YouTube, or trying to do kind of like the Louder, Prouder. You never heard of Louder, Prouder, or Change My Mind, or Blake, Charlie Kirk?
No.
You've never seen their videos?
I do mostly travel blogging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was in Italy last week, or a week and a half ago. I was on the East Coast last week. Went to Vegas in 2 days, so I just travel around and I film cool stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't really get into politics that much. I hear stuff, but I saw No Kings and
You never heard of?
I knew.
This is like the second.
No, I heard of it, but I never seen one. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was down here.
Do you think we should have open borders or closed borders?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we should probably have closed borders.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, just like every other country.
I'm gonna be honest with you. From what I've seen, I used to be a Republican since I was the age of 18. I'm 38 now.
Yeah.
But the things I've seen with what Donald Trump has done, it has left me with a sick feeling in my stomach and being ashamed of having voted for him. But I did vote for him. But I'm ashamed of that vote. I'm ashamed that I supported his policies that I feel are.
Wait, did you voted for him the first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second time.
Okay.
And
then, so what did he do differently this time?
So when he ran first and second time, he didn't have majorities in the House and Senate.
Okay.
There was at least one level of government, one check of government to stop the president. So I think now that he has, hopefully we have a blue wave, that we have a check on the executive branch, that we finally tell him, hey, cool it with some of your dictatorial rhetoric. I think I've never heard a president say, I'm going to go over the Constitution and run for a third term. you know, that's something he's talked about, whether he's joked about it or whether he's serious. I can't trust that. And again, being a former Republican and former conservative, that made me sick to my stomach. So if he's losing someone like me who used to be a supporter for conservative values, you know, just to imagine.
Like, can I ask you a question? Like, what was that one thing that you were like I can't support him anymore?
We're giving out these red cards. You basically have your rights on them.
Sorry, I can't hear anything.
Sorry, we're giving out these red cards. You basically have what you can do and say, I stop seeing you like any of them.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so was there like one thing where you were like,
the final straw?
Because that's crazy. You voted for 2 times.
I voted for 3 times.
3 times. Wow.
The final straw was Senator Padilla. Senator Padilla, you know, going to a press conference held by the ICE Secretary, Governor Noam, you know, and you know, he was causing destruction. I understand that, but they tackled him. He's a sitting United States senator, and they tackled him. But I think they tackled him because of the color of his skin. They probably wouldn't have thought he was a United States senator.
So then, when you saw that happen, you were like, I can't support him anymore.
That's it.
But did Trump tell him to do that, or like,
I would never want. I certainly didn't hear Trump saying, "Hey, that was awful." I didn't hear Trump say, "You don't do that to United States senators or to anybody, regardless if
Did he
you're."
say anything? Did he talk about it?
I don't know. He probably laughed at it. To be honest, he laughs at all his political enemies.
But he didn't really have anything to do with that.
His policies are allowing that to happen. His policies are that he would never say no to it. He would never come out and say, "Oh, that was abhorrent. I'm sad. You know, I'm shocked."
So that's why you were like, I can't support him.
I mean, I can.
But he didn't even do anything though.
I would disagree.
I mean, like him himself. Like
I would disagree. His policies.
Yeah. So he's done other stuff that's like, he said something about like he was passing laws or something like that.
He was issuing executive orders. You know, sidestepping Congress. You know, he's nothing to unite.
Is this executive order stuff? Is this normal presidents do, or did he make it up? Or
actually, he's signed more executive orders than any other president in history.
Oh, okay, but it's a thing they do. Executive orders.
Again, there's no checks on it.